Hello, everybody. It's Friday again. The last week seems to have gone rather quickly. Lots of changes. The weekly testing has started, which is good. We've got an increase in staff who are off for COVID-19 related concerns, which is concerning us. What's also concerning us is that there are 50 care homes in Lincolnshire who have tested, where there has been a testing of asymptomatic cases, so 50 care homes with staff who have seen COVID-19, which is not good news at all. We're seeing, obviously, across the country an increase in COVID-19. We're having to accept the fact that we are preparing possibly for a second lockdown. We're trying to be much more agile about it. We are working out how we can protect the operations within the homes. We've been advised that we should not be moving staff around between different homes. This will definitely impact on activities and performance of the homes in respect of my daughter, your sons and daughters. That's the way, unfortunately, it is going to be to some extent. We will do everything that we can to mitigate that from happening. But the reality is that if you can't move staff around, and if you've then got staff who are having to self-isolate or unable to come in because of COVID-19, well, then obviously there's a finite amount of staff that we can actually deploy. So we're being really careful. We're re-looking at our business continuity plans. And again, we are now planning for the worst and we're hoping for the best. We're trying to encourage staff. Of our amazing 400 odd staff who go into the homes, 170 of those guys have never missed, they've not had an unplanned absence in the last 3 months. So to incentivize staff as a reward also not to have unplanned absences, obviously it's a legitimate absence and there are reasons why that will be. Could be their children having to isolate at home or whatever it might be, that will not count. But unplanned absences, 170 people, we've come up with a loyalty attendance bonus of 1%. So we're actually going to reward them. It's going to cost us quite a lot of money, but we think it's really worthwhile doing to say thank you so much. And we're hoping that that will also act as an incentive to anybody else who might sort of think, oh, well, it's sunny outside, perhaps I won't go in today, call in a sickie or whatever it might be. So if that happens, then those guys will not get the bonus. And if they don't qualify today for the bonus, once they've done a 3-month period, then they will qualify for this loyalty attendance bonus, which is a pre-payment of the future increase next year on inflationary increases and so on. So we're really, really trying to incentivize staff and to reward staff because they're fantastic. Our staff go over and above what is expected, and they're really terrific. Weekly testing, I think I probably already said something around this, but weekly testing is well underway. The horrible scenario of 2 weeks ago is past. We do have the kits, they are going out, and we are getting tests back within 3 days. It would be nice to get them back quicker than that, because obviously if we did have it, somebody who's asymptomatic, if you're waiting 3 days, then there are obviously implications around that. But it is what it is, so it's certainly positive. I think we've all got to just be a little bit reasonable and patient. It's a very difficult situation. I'm not sure that the government is necessarily handling it in the best possible way in terms of being transparent and sharing the issues with everybody. And I just think it's been much better if they shared the issues, and they would probably get their stick for so doing. And then actually everybody could be more informed and we could all be smarter about what we're doing. Care to Watch, we had a new Care to Watch approach this week. It was a virtual coffee morning and bingo was played over it, which I understand was slightly chaotic, but it worked really well. And we had another service, which is not one of our services, but another service in the community, a day service, which also plugged in. So we're really trying to work out exactly how we can use technology in the best possible way. I think that just about wraps it up. I think we are starting to relook at visits. We will have no choice but to do that because of everything that we're being told, and we're getting ready for what seems to be an inevitable spike. Hopefully, if everybody gets it under control quickly, it will not be as bad as the last one, but it will have an effect on us. Not the greatest bit of news, but what is good news is that we are taking every precaution to protect our loved ones. And I think that is probably the most important message at this moment in time. Please be patient, and we will try and be as reasonable about interpreting things, but we will not operate on the basis of taking unnecessary risk. And indeed, we will actually operate on the basis of mitigating risk as much as we can. On that note, I like to wish you all a very nice weekend and a happy week next week, and catch up with you then. Thank you very much.